Stop wasting your hard-earned money on bikes that break down before you've even broken them in. Because today, I'm showing you 13 motorcycles that can outlive you. Machines proven to run over 600,000 miles. If you want a bike that lasts a lifetime without draining your wallet, stick around. This list will save you thousands. Number 13, Kawasaki KLR650. If there's one motorcycle that has proven it can outlast neglect, punishment, and endless miles of asphalt and dirt, it is Kawasaki's KLR650. This bike has earned a cult following for its rugged simplicity. Riders all over the country brag about their odometers rolling past 50,000, 70,000, even 100,000 miles. Some fanatics have documented machines trudging on well beyond 170,000 miles, still thumping along on their original engine. That kind of endurance is rare, and it comes from the bike's straightforward single-cylinder design, easy-to-service mechanics, and a global parts supply that makes it fixable almost anywhere. Price-wise, the KLR 650 still sits firmly in the budget category. The 2025 lineup runs between just under $6,000 for the base model and a little over $8,000 for the adventure trim. Many dealers move the standard version around $6,100 to $6,900 before fees. On the US market, clean mid-2000 teens models can be had in the $3,000 to $4,000 range, while older workhorses often change hands closer to $2,000. That means whether you buy new or used, you are getting a bike that pays you back in longevity. Maintenance is refreshingly straightforward. Oil changes about every 7,500 miles, valve checks every 15,000, and routine chain care are all it takes to keep one alive. Even novice riders can learn to wrench on it, and that do-it-yourself friendliness is part of its charm. The KLR 650 has been called the bike that will take you around the world for pennies, and owners stand by that claim. That's why it kicks off our list at number 13, a battle-hardened budget traveler that can carry you across continents. But not everyone wants a bike that feels this big and heavy off-road. Maybe you'd prefer something that's just as tough, yet a little more nimble and stripped down. That's exactly what another Japanese single has been delivering for decades. Number 12, Suzuki DR 650. If the Kawasaki KLR is known as the mule, then the Suzuki DR 650 is the farm tractor. Plain, stubborn, and almost impossible to kill. For decades, riders have pushed these bikes far beyond what most machines can handle. Owner stories routinely feature odometers rolling past 100,000 miles, and some examples are still hammering along after 145,000 miles on their original engines. Its strength comes from a no-nonsense 644 cubic centimeter air-cooled single with a carburetor. No radiators to leak, no electronics to FRY. Just a lump of metal that keeps thumping if you give it clean oil and regular valve checks. New 2025 models retail anywhere from about $6,400 up to $8,600, depending on the dealer and trim. On the used market, clean examples from the past 10 years are easy to find in the $3,000 to $4,000 range, with well-loved higher milers dropping closer to $2,500. That makes the DR 650 one of the best values in motorcycling. Cheap to buy, cheap to keep, and endlessly repairable. The DR 650 is a workhorse that thrives on dirt and gravel, but while its rugged charm wins hearts, some riders find its bare-bones design too raw for endless highway miles. If you're craving the same durability, but in a package with more comfort, refinement, and a touch of European character, the British have been perfecting that formula for decades. Number 11, Triumph Tiger 1050 and the Tiger 955. When it comes to motorcycles that stretch every dollar and every mile, these two Tigers have earned their stripes. Both models deliver a rare mix of power, comfort, and endurance that can easily hang with and sometimes outlast far pricier adventure bikes. The earlier Tiger 955i, built from the early 2000s through 2006, runs Triumph's proven inline triple, borrowed from the Daytona of the same era. It's a smooth, torque-rich motor that loves long hauls. Riders routinely report these machines surpassing 60,000 miles with little more than routine oil and valve service. Its large 6.3-gallon tank gives it around 240 miles of range, perfect for commuters and cross-country tours alike. Then came the Tiger 1050, introduced in 2007. Using a retuned version of the Speed Triple's engine, it offers stronger mid-range torque and a refined ride. With regular 12,000-mile service intervals, owners have logged 75,000 miles and beyond without major issues. Used examples in good condition typically land between $4,000 and $7,000. Serious value for a bike this capable. The Tiger proves that British triples can be both durable and versatile, but they're not always the cheapest option to buy or maintain. Maybe you want something friendlier to the wallet, modern yet simple, with the kind of everyday practicality that keeps costs down for decades. Without looking too far, Honda's family does exactly that. Number 10, Honda CB500X. Honda has built its reputation on durability, and the CB500X proves exactly why. This middleweight adventure bike has shown time and again that it is far more than just an entry-level option. Riders across the country report odometers climbing well past 80,000 and into six figures with nothing more than routine care. One long-distance rider documented nearly 100,000 miles of punishing terrain, and the bike never missed a beat, starting every morning, running smooth, and asking for nothing but scheduled oil and filter changes every 8,000 miles. With parts available almost anywhere in Honda's proven engineering, the CB500X feels practically unstoppable. In terms of cost, 2025 models sit right around $7,000 brand new, making them one of the most affordable adventure-style machines in the class. On the used market, clean examples from the mid-2000 teens to early 2020s are widely available between $3,500 and $5,000. That is incredible value for a motorcycle that can realistically last for decades of riding. Fuel economy close to 70 miles per gallon, relaxed ergonomics, and a lightweight chassis make the CB500X a perfect companion for long-haul travel, but some riders outgrow its modest power and light build. If you're also craving a little more muscle for highway touring while keeping that rock-solid dependability, there's completely another V-twin machine ahead of us with a loyal army of high-mileage owners. Number 9, Suzuki V-Strom 650. If there is one motorcycle that perfectly blends affordability with extreme reliability, it is Suzuki's V-Strom 650. Riders call it the V-Strom, but don't let the nickname fool you. This adventure twin has earned a massive reputation for durability thanks to its liquid-cooled 645 cubic centimeter V-twin engine, the same rock-solid motor from the SV650, repurposed for touring duty. Owners have pushed these bikes past 100,000 miles with ease, and community stories of machines reaching 300,000 miles or more are surprisingly common. Brand new, the 2025 V-Strom 650 XT lists around $7,999 to $8,499 depending on trim. That price nets you ABS, traction control, and a generous fuel tank for long-distance travel. On the used market, dependable examples from the last decade are widely available between $4,000 and $7,000, meaning you can ride into serious mileage without draining your wallet. Factor in fuel economy near 60 miles per gallon, low maintenance costs and comfort for both pavement and back roads, and the V-Strom 650 proves itself as one of the smartest investments in adventure riding. It has earned its reputation as the ultimate go-anywhere motorcycle. Versatile, dependable, and budget-friendly. However, when the journey stretches into long highway miles and comfort becomes as important as capability, it's time to step up. That's where the Yamaha comes in, a purpose-built sport touring powerhouse designed for smooth, effortless cruising at speed. It's the bike that long-distance riders trust to carry them farther, faster, and in total comfort. Number 8, Yamaha FJR 1300. When riders talk about motorcycles that can truly go the distance, The Yamaha FJR 1300 is almost always at the center of the conversation. This machine blends the muscle of a 1,298 cubic centimeter inline-4 with the grace and comfort of a long-haul touring bike. The result is a powerhouse that not only delivers thrilling performance, but also astonishing longevity. Brand new in 2025, the FJR 1300 starts at roughly $22,749. On the used market, well-kept examples can often be found between $5,000 and $9,000, making it one of the smartest buys for riders who want a proven mile leader without crushing their budget. What makes this bike special is its track record of extreme durability. With basic care, oil changes, valve checks, and occasional fuel injection servicing, owners regularly clock over 200,000 miles. Some riders have documented odometers rolling toward 500,000, all while the bike continues to run strong. Minor quirks like pannier lock wear or rare electrical hiccups hardly overshadow its bulletproof reputation. Add in real-world efficiency of around 40 miles per gallon and a range exceeding 200 miles per tank, and you have a touring companion built for endless horizons. Modern features like cruise control, traction control, and adjustable suspension only sweeten the deal. The Yamaha FJR 1300 showcases Yamaha's expertise in building durable, high-performance, sport touring machines. Yet for riders who prefer a more understated, classic approach, one rooted in long-term dependability and timeless design, Honda's ST Series stands out. With decades of proven reliability and effortless touring comfort, this next bike has earned its place as a true long-haul legend, built for those who see motorcycling as a lifelong journey. Number 7. Honda ST 1100 and ST 1300. Few motorcycles embody long-haul reliability like Honda's ST line. The ST 1100, produced from the early 1990s to the early 2000s, and the ST 1300, built from 2002 to 2013, have earned a reputation for bulletproof V4 engines, comfortable ergonomics, and sheer endurance. Owners consistently report mileages well beyond 200,000, and in extraordinary cases, machines have surpassed 300,000 miles with only routine maintenance, oil changes, valve adjustments, and belt replacements. The shaft drive system further reduces upkeep, letting riders focus on riding instead of constant tinkering. Pricing reflects their enduring value. Well-kept 1,100 examples typically range from $2,000 to $5,500, while ST 1,300 models sell from $3,000 to $6,500, depending on condition and mileage. Though no longer in production, both bikes remain highly sought after by riders chasing proven longevity without breaking the bank. Comfort plays a key role in their long-haul success. Adjustable windshields, roomy saddlebags, and ergonomic seating make marathon rides fatigue-free, while features like ABS brakes and, on the ST 1300, electronic aids and ride modes enhance safety and confidence. Honda's ST models deliver refinement and long-distance polish, but not every rider is looking for full touring trim or silky shaft drive manners. Some prefer a simpler, harder-edged machine, one that trades luxury for muscle and attitude. That's where Suzuki's Big Bandit enters, a brute-force budget bike that outlasts expectations. It's a no-frills, long-lasting beast that proves toughness doesn't have to come with a premium price tag. Number 6, the Suzuki Bandit 1200. If you are sick of bikes that drain your wallet and die young, the Bandit is the antidote. This machine wasn't built to impress on paper. It was built to outlast the paper itself. Riders have logged odometers rolling past 600,000 miles, proving this isn't just a cheap thrill, it is a lifelong companion for the road. The secret is its heart, an 1,157 cubic centimeter, 4-cylinder, borrowed from the GSX-R 1100. Tuned down for street duty, it pulls with a thick mid-range punch, but never thrashes itself to pieces. Oil changes every 3,000 miles, a clutch check here and there, and this Bandit will keep humming along for decades. No fragile electronics, no overcomplication, just air and oil cooling wrapped in a frame that shrugs off time. And the price? That is where the Bandit laughs the loudest. You can still find late 90s and early 2000s models between about $1,600 and $5,600, a fraction of what a new sport tourer will cost, and with far more miles left in the tank. Maintenance is approachable, parts are everywhere, and a full service runs less than $500 in most American shops, though plenty of Bandit owners spin the wrenches themselves and save even more. And now, before we hit the top 5, quick question for you. Did one of these machines already earn a spot in your garage? Or maybe you bought one and it did not even last a season? Drop a comment. What is your bike, your odometer number, and your best story? Did it go the distance or break your heart? If you are still searching for your forever ride, keep watching. Suzuki Bandit is comfortable, versatile, and nearly impossible to kill. A true budget warrior, but not everyone wants brute force wrapped in a bare-bones shell. Some riders demand comfort, weather protection, and a machine engineered for effortless 1,000-mile days. That's where German precision comes in, with a boxer twin and shaft drive combination built to outlast generations. Number 5, BMW R-1150 RT and R-1200 RT. If your dream bike is one that feels expensive to ride, but cheap to own, these BMWs are your answer. The R-1150 RT and its successor, the R-1200 RT, have built a reputation as two of the longest-living touring motorcycles ever made. These machines don't just cross states, they cross decades. Let's start with the R-1150 RT, built in the early 2000s. Powered by an 1,130 cubic centimeter AIR and oil-cooled boxer twin, it delivers smooth torque, relaxed highway power, and the kind of durability that keeps mechanics bored. Many owners report crossing 200,000 miles, with some pushing beyond 300,000, all on original engines. Stick to 6,000-mile oil intervals and 12,000-mile valve checks, and this bike will return the favor with mile after effortless mile. Occasional quirks like a sensor or final drive bearing are minor blips compared to the endurance you get in return. Then came the R-1200 RT, produced from the mid 2000s into the 2010s. BMW refined the boxer formula with a larger 1,170 cubic centimeter twin, lighter chassis, and modern comforts like anti-lock brakes and electronic suspension. With its plush seat, wind protection, and mile-leading torque, it's a touring dream. Riders routinely see 100,000 miles and far beyond, proving these bikes thrive on use, not just care. Used R-1150 RTs often sell between $3,000 and $5,000, while clean R-1200 RTs hover around $6,000 to $9,000. Incredible value for genuine long-haul machines. The RT shows just how refined a long-distance tool can be, but for some riders, refinement feels too polished, too heavy, and maybe even a little too civilized. What if you want a bike that's stripped back, rugged, and ready to take you across rough terrain as easily as paved roads? That's where Yamaha's modern middleweight adventurer takes the spotlight. Number 4, Yamaha Ténéré 700. There are motorcycles built for style, and there are motorcycles built to endure. The Yamaha Ténéré 700 falls squarely into the second camp. Riders across the country call it one of the most trustworthy adventure machines of our time. Why? Because at its core sits Yamaha's proven CP2 engine, a 689 cubic centimeter parallel twin that has already earned a reputation for lasting far beyond expectations. Real-world owners regularly pile on 50,000 miles of hard use without a hiccup, and plenty of long-haul travelers have documented engines stretching well over 200,000 miles with only basic care. Keep the oil fresh, check the valves on schedule, and this bike rewards you with year after year of dependable performance. Now here is the kicker. For 2025, the Ténéré 700 comes in at just under $11,000 brand new. In the adventure world, that is an absolute bargain. Used models are even more tempting, typically selling between $7,000 and $9,000 depending on condition. That makes it one of the rare machines where you get rugged suspension, long-distance comfort, and bulletproof reliability without emptying your savings. With its manageable seat height, balanced weight, and confidence on both dirt and pavement, the Ténéré 700 is not just affordable, It is a true world traveler on a budget. But not everyone wants light and minimal when they're piling on serious highway miles. Some riders need wide bars, massive saddlebags, and a long wheelbase that eats up interstate asphalt with classic American authority. For them, the answer came from a surprising name in Minnesota. Number 3, Victory Cross Country, Crossroads, and Vision. When it comes to long-haul muscle wrapped in timeless design, few bikes can match the staying power of these Victory models. Built during the brand's golden era, the Cross Country, Crossroads, and Vision were engineered to outlast the competition, and they've proven it mile after mile. The Cross Country leads the charge with its 1,731 cubic centimeter Freedom V-twin engine, delivering roughly 97 horsepower and a mountain of torque. Riders love its silky power band and highway confidence, calling it one of the most comfortable touring cruisers ever built, with simple maintenance, oil, and belt service. Every few thousand miles, these machines regularly surpass 100,000 miles without breaking a sweat. The Crossroads shares the same power plant, but offers a stripped-down bagger style that keeps things classic and easy to maintain. Many riders report similar longevity, often racking up huge mile counts while spending surprisingly little on upkeep. And then there's the Victory Vision, a futuristic tourer with that same bulletproof 1,731 cubic centimeter twin tuned to just over 100 horsepower. Its smooth ride and wind-cutting design make it ideal for cross-country adventures that most riders only dream about. Used examples across the U.S. market range roughly from $4,000 to $10,000, making them one of the smartest buys for serious riders. Victory's big twins deliver highway stability, storage, and American cruiser charm, but their size and weight can be intimidating, not to mention thirsty on fuel. If you'd rather have something lighter, easier to manage, and surprisingly capable of piling on reliable miles at a fraction of the cost, Kawasaki's practical twin is the smarter everyday choice. Number 2, the Kawasaki Versys 650. If you have been searching for one motorcycle that can do it all without draining your wallet, the Kawasaki Versys 650 should be near the very top of your list. It is versatile, dependable, and built to stay with you for the long haul. Let's talk about durability first. At the heart of this machine is a 649 cubic centimeter parallel twin engine, one of Kawasaki's most proven designs. Real-world owners regularly clock more than 100,000 miles, with some riders stretching well past 200,000, all with nothing more than routine servicing. This liquid-cooled double overhead cam twin is smooth, forgiving, and practically unshakable, whether you are carving mountain switchbacks or grinding through daily commutes. Add in a strong steel frame and quality suspension components, and you have a motorcycle that shrugs off rough roads and light adventure, riding with ease. Now here is the best part, the value. A brand new 2025 Versys 650 starts at just under $9,800, a fantastic price for such a well-rounded machine. On the used market, clean examples from 2018 to 2021 often show up between $3,500 and $6,500, making this one of the smartest buys in motorcycling today. Comfort seals the deal. With upright ergonomics, adjustable suspension, and a chassis that feels equally at home in the city or on a cross-country run, the Versys 650 is proof you do not have to sacrifice comfort for durability. Riders praise its nimble handling, strong brakes, and stress-free ownership. The Versys 650 defines value for everyday riders, practical, reliable, and built to go the distance. But at some point, every motorcyclist starts wondering about the ultimate test of longevity. That is when the conversation shifts from value and versatility to time-defying endurance. And in that realm, one motorcycle stands alone. What bike does not just tally hundreds of thousands of miles, but boasts documented million-mile machines still rolling strong? That honor belongs to a single legend, and we are going to it right now without wasting any time. Number 1, the Honda Goldwing. If there is one motorcycle that proves you do not have to waste money chasing short-lived machines, it is the Honda Goldwing. Since its debut in the mid-70s, the Goldwing has been the gold standard of touring motorcycles, engineered not just for comfort, but for legendary durability. Owners across the country routinely report 250,000 to 300,000 miles, and there are verified cases of Gold Wings surpassing 400,000, even 425,000 miles, with the engine still running strong. The secret is Honda's bulletproof 1,833 cubic centimeter flat six engine. Liquid cooling, a radiator, thermostat, and water pump keep temperatures stable, while routine oil changes every 4,000 miles and 6 months checkups ensure this bike can last 20 to 40 years with minimal drama. New 2025 Gold Wings start around $25,200, with fully loaded Tour Airbag DCT anniversary models near $33,500. Used examples from 2020 to 2023 often sell for $12,000 to $27,000. Remarkable value for a machine that outlasts nearly everything on the road. The Gold Wing is not just a motorcycle, it is an investment in peace of mind, comfort, and reliability. But here's the twist. While the Gold Wing sits on the throne, there are still hidden gems that nobody expects to last decades. And if that sparked your curiosity about the untold stories behind motorcycles, click the video on your screen right now. Give this one a like, drop us a hype, and subscribe. It is the best way you can help us keep uncovering hidden legends and showing you which bikes truly go the distance.